Today I'm going to teach about access modifiers. Access modifiers are also called as access specifiers, and come let's dive into the topic. Basically, access modifiers are used to set the visibility for variables, methods, constructors and classes. Along with that, we can set visibility for interfaces and enum. Access modifiers act as a access cards. Let us consider we have three rooms, room A, room B and room C. And we have two persons, person A and person B. Person A is a manager. He is having the access card with the number 101. This person can be able to access all the rooms A, B and C with the access card number 101. By this we can say that the visibility of the person is high. And if we see the another person with the access card number 102, he can be able to access only the specific room in the A, B and C. So by this we can say that this person is having the lower visibility over these three rooms. In the same way, in Java also we have access modifiers. Let us consider public modifier as one of the access card. This public modifier will provide the members like class, method, variable and constructor the higher visibility. If any data member or method or a constructor is prefixed with the private modifier, then that particular member is able to access only within the class. If we prefix any member of the class with the protected modifier, whether it might be variable, method or constructor, then we are able to access that member within a same package, and along with that we can able to access that members within the subclass of another package. If we are not prefixing any variable, method or constructor with any of the modifiers, then we call it as default modifier. If any member is a default member, then they can be able to access within a package only. These modifiers are like access cards. They will set the visibility for the members of class along with the classes which are present in a package. Let us understand about modifiers, exactly what does they means and what are their use. Here in the YouTube project I'm going to create two packages with the name P1 and P2, so that I will be able to understand the behavior of modifiers clearly. And I am creating the package P2. Sorry, it's package. I'm creating a package P2. So inside this package P1, I am going to create one class which will be my main class, main underscore class, main class. So for this main class, I am creating one subclass. Score main class. So and for in this same package I am creating one more class which will be independent, which will be not having any connection with those two classes. So I am naming it as independent score class. In the same way I am going to create one more class in the P2 package with the name main underscore P2. So when we create a class, the first letter should be capital. It is an convention. All the classes need to be capital with its first letter. And I am creating one more class which is sub underscore main p2. So now what I am going to do is I am inheriting this subclass with the main class. Now all the states and behaviors which are present in main class will be inherited to its subclass. And now this is an independent class, and here also we have one uh, relationship. So here I will extend this sub main class p2 to the main class of p2, main underscore p2. This main p2 will act as a superclass, and this sub main p2 will act as a subclass. So here we have established the connections. So now we need to find that whether the member which is prefixed with the public modifier is able to access within a package or not. Sorry, within a project or not. So to prove that, I am declaring that public int sal equal to 100. So I am declaring and initializing a variable. It should variable in the global area. So if I prefix this variable with the static, this static is a non-axis modifier. If I prefix this member with the static modifier, then I am able to access this variable anywhere within a class. If I am not prefixing this variable with the static modifier, then I need to create an object to access this particular variable. So for the instance, I am prefixing this variable with the static, and if I create the variable inside main method, that will be a local variable. Okay, now as this is a static method, I will be able to access that static method inside static area. If I have one more method which is of type static, like public static test, so that method is also of static type. So there also I can access this static method, as well as in the non-static method also I can access this static method. Why? Because static is like a king. Wherever we want, we can access them, right? So here I am accessing this variable inside a class. Inside a class I am creating one more class, class a, and inside this I am going to write a main method. String array args, and inside this I will try to access it. Inside this I will try to access that variable. So I am able to access it directly. Uh, Along with this, I will be able to access it with the help of class name. Means it is main underscore class dot sal. So in this way also I can able to access it. So we are able to access the public variable within a class. Now I need to check that whether I am able to access this variable in the subclass or not. So I will type system.out.println, and I will simply type sal. So as it is inheriting, it it will be printed, but I will try to access with the name of a class, main underscore class dot sal. So in this way also I am able to access. So in subclass also we can access the member if it is prefixed with the public modifier. So in the same package p1 I am having one independent class which is not having any relationship with any of the class inside this package. So I will try to access that variable which is present in the main class inside this independent class. I will see whether I am able to access it or not. So I will try to access it. It is sal. So I'm not able to access it directly, but I am able to access it with the help of class name sal. So here also I am able to access this variable within the independent class with the help of class name. Why? Because whenever we try to access the variable which is present in the independent class, during that time that particular class, independent class, doesn't know to go to which class to access that variable, so that it is mandatory to access that variable with the help of class name in the independent class. So within a package we are able to access that variable in all the types of configurations, but in p2 we will try to access it. So as this is a another package p2, we need to import that particular package to this uh, class, so to this particular class. So I will use the import statement, import p1 dot star. So if I give dot star, it will import all the classes which are present in the p1 package. So here I will try to access that particular variable with the help of class name, main underscore class dot sal. Here also I am able to access that particular variable in the subclass. Obviously I will be able to access that inside the subclass also. With the help of class name, sorry, it is main class dot sal. So here also I am able to access it. By this we can say that we are able to access the public member wherever we want inside a project. So now we let us understand about the private member. So in the same way I will prefix the variable with the private modifier, private static int password equal to, sorry, password should be of string type, string. Now if we see string is a class in Java. So it is already predefined in Java. This class is actually present in the lang package. It is a default package. It is need not to be imported. Why? Because the compiler itself will load this package into the every each and every class. So I will write something like this. So this is my private member. So according to our statement which we have learned, a private member can be accessed only within a class. So I will try to access it within this class. Okay. So I will remove this comment and I will comment this class, and so here I will try to access it. So I will be able to access that particular password within a class, but I will try to access that same password in the another class. So here I will try to access it. As it is a static, I can access anywhere within a class. So this is class A is also present in a main class, right? So here also I should be able to access that particular password. So here also it is getting accessed. So now in outside the main class I will create some class like uh, x, class x. So here I will try to access that particular variable. So here I should not be able to access it. Why? Because this is, sorry, class x, and I will call it with the help of class name. Why? Because this class don't know that which variable we are calling. So I need to give the class name so that the JVM knows that which variable I am calling. So I will give the main class p1 dot sal. So I'm able to access it. Okay, not sal. It is password, right? It is not showing only whenever we try to access it. Whenever we enter control space after a dot, it is not showing only password. If I forcefully type it, it will give me an error that the field main class password is not visible. Means the visibility of this particular private variable is only within a class, so that it is not show, no, it is telling that it is not visible. So this is one of the advantage which makes and which creates an environment of security. So uh, because of this behavior of private modifier, we use this modifier to achieve encapsulation. We provide the controlled access to the user by using the getter and setter methods. We will discuss about it in the coming classes. So we have understand about the private modifier behavior also. So now let us understand about protected modifier. So now here I am going to prefix a variable with the protected static int like age equal to 20. So this is a protected type of member. According to our learning, the protected member can be accessed within a package. Along with that, we are able to access this protected member in the subclass of another package. So let us try to prove that within a package we are able to access it or not. Let us try to analyze that. So here in this package In the same class, I am trying to access the particular variable. So age, I'll type it as age. So I am able to access within a class. So now I will try to access that variable in the subclass of same package. So let us see whether it will be able to access or not. So, so here I will try to access with the help of class name, but it is not needed. Why? Because that variable is inheriting here. So I can call it directly age. So here also I am able to access it in the subclass. So I will try to access it in the independent class also. Sys out, and I will give the class name main underscore class dot age. So here also I am able to access it. It is not showing any error here. So in the within a package we are able to access the protected member. If we prefix any member with the protected within a package, wherever we want we can access it. But are we able to access that protected member in the another package? Let us see that. So actually I have inherited the package p1 here. So I will try to access that protected member here. So with the help of class name I will try to access it. Main underscore class dot age. Here in the main class I am not able to access it. Main, sorry, it is showing that the field main class dot age is not visible. Means it is telling that the variable visibility is not enough to this particular class. So we will try to access it in the subclass of another package. It should be accessed in the subclass, but that it should be inherited to the part that main class, main underscore class, main underscore class. Then only it will be able to access in the subclass of another package. If I inherit this particular sub underscore main with the main p2 class, then there is a no chance of getting inherited. Why? Because uh, as the main underscore class is imported into this particular class, then if we it is an basic sense that if we prefix that particular class, sorry, if we inherit that particular class to another class inside this p2 package, we should be able to access that particular variable. Why? Because of inheritance behavior, we need to be able to access it in the subclass. So we are able to access the protected member inside the subclass of another package, as we see here. But we need to make sure that the main class, which is the class of p1 package, which consists the protected member, should be inherited to the subclass. That is the thing. So there is no need of any other class. So here actually we are not able to access. So it is here also it is showing that it is not visible. So this is about protected modifier. So let us see about the default member. So default member static int class equal yeah, here here I am giving that class. So class is a keyword cannot be a identifier, means we cannot give keyword to the as a variable name. So I will give classes. So here I will give as 10 classes. So this is a default. If we are not prefixing any member with any type of modifier, then it is called as default member. So this default member is having the access, means this default member have the access card only over this particular p1 room. Let us consider this p1 package as a room. Then the default member is having the access only within this room. If we consider public as a member, so this public member is having the access over this both the rooms we have created, p1 and p2, and all the rooms which are created inside this package. So this public is like king, he can go wherever he want within a uh, project. So private is like um, a person who is very secure. He don't want to go outside his comfort zone. So he is private, he will be only within his class. So protected is one uh, who have the adopting nature. So within his area, like his room, p1 room, he will be able to access. But if he go outside, means in another room, if he go to the another room, like here we imported in the in this p2, inside this p2 package we have imported that p1. So if this protected member go to the another package, then there should be another person need to establish relationship with him, like we established here in the subclass. In subclass we established that relationship with the main class which is having the protected member. So because of this relationship, he can be able to access. So he is like adoptive person, protected means. So and we have default. This default is like he will be able to access only within his room. So in his room how many members are there, he will speak only with those particular members. So this is about default member. So outside the package we are not able to access the default member, so we will see that. So here I will try to access this default member outside the package. Sysout main underscore class dot, what is its name, classes, right? Classes. So it is showing, but it is telling that the class is not visible here. So that is the thing about the modifiers. In previous class we have discussed about packages. So in continuation with that I have discussed about the modifiers here, over here. If you like the concept, please like and subscribe. And this is about today's class. Have a nice day. Thank you.